met Amor maybe 10, 15 years ago. She started before me at a company and I ended up having to train her. I started this company, I had to train her how to do what she was doing. That was weird.
It was weird.
But we all did well.
Yes, we did.
Training saved my life when I went into depression. And the doctors wanted to give medication, like about 4 different types of medication. And so I asked them, what if I got like a training coach? Because my understanding is that's how I get the endorphins going, helps with depression. And they gave me like $500 a month. And then I went and found a coach. And then 6 months later, I was down like 90 pounds on stage. So this is where I'm at now.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I'd rather do this than train people.
Yeah. This must be an amazing feeling, an accomplishment every time you train with him and you come out feeling, you know, so fabulous. Tell me in your own words real quick when I'm gonna leave you alone. But how does that feel?
After training with them?
And how long you say you've been training with him? How long?
I'm one of his first athletes. I've been with him over a year.
That is so wonderful.
A while now. More than, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm one of his first female athletes.
Wow.
And after I get done, I do feel like I've accomplished something. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to what I want. I did one of my shows with him December 5th. It was our first show together. I took home a 2nd, 3rd, and a 4th place.
But that's amazing.
No, to me it's not good enough.
And you know what? That's all good because we always push ourselves a little bit harder, right?
It's not good enough. I'm tired of 2nd place.
Okay.
Like this shit hurts my feelings. Like I'm tired of 2nd place.
That's okay. We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
So my goal is 2022. First and foremost, be a better mom. I'm already a good mom. I don't know if we could get any better. Number 2, win. Number 3, win again. Number 4, win. Number 5, sorry, take care of my clients. Number 6, win. Number 7, win. Number 8, pay attention to my kids. Number 8, right? Or number 9?
They're
Don't kill nobody.
No.
I'm not going to get in a fight this year in 2022. No more fist fights. And have a better body.
Yeah. And be part of the Monique Woolley Foundation.
And be a part of the Monique Foundation.
Yeah. What are your goals for China today and for 2022? Where would you like to see her at, knowing her potential?
My goal for today, which I'm pretty pleased with, was just build a little bit of muscle, keep the intensity high throughout the workout, continue to improve and polish her form. For 2022, I just want China to really have a level of consistency with regards to her training and her mentality. A lot of times, athletes, which you have to manage as a coach, if you notice me throughout my training sequence here, I'm like this.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You're monotone, and I love it.
And the reason I'm like that is because I can't afford to be anything other than that when my clients come in. Because they have other things going on in their life that create this erratic. And I have to give them this calm, stable atmosphere because that's my job. So what I want from her is to create an atmosphere outside of the gym that is more conducive to training all the time to feeding into her goals. And that's something that we all have to do. It's balance, but that's kind of my goal for her. It's just trying to still manage everything, but create a force field around yourself that's not to be entered. Are you focused on your craft?
Well, I have the same goals too, obviously.
Yeah, it is.
When he talks about the consistency of having the same consistency inside the gym and outside the gym, that's something that I'm working on.
That is a balance, and it's a beautiful goal.
So, but with the consistency, it's not just weight training. It's life. It's life. It's itself. It's like taking everything day by day. You know, and I'm going to say something about depression real quick too.
Okay.
So a lot of people always think like depression is, oh, you're sad because I don't know, maybe you crashed your car. Oh man, I'm so depressed. Or I'm depressed.
And you lost your dog.
Yeah.
Your dog died.
What people do not understand about depression, I equate depression as an ethnicity, as being black. I can't change who I am. I'm gonna be depressed. Depression will never go away. It's just a matter of how I manage my depression. You know, it's like there's days that I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But no matter what, I'm still gonna be black.
That's right.
I walk out the door as a black woman. I'm a black woman first and foremost. So my depression is a part of me. Yes, they have medication that helps it. Yes, they have things that help it. But there's not a day that doesn't go by that I know that I am depressed. But there's days that I can fight it. I'm winning. I get overpowered, and some people don't get it. So I guess words of advice to people who don't understand depression: don't call people with depression crazy. Don't tell them to go take their crazy pills.
Yeah.
Because depression is very, very serious.
It is. It's an illness, and it needs more awareness, and that's why this organization is prominent, so we can do and make changes.
And our organization is
the Monique Woolley Foundation. # when feeling blue, think yellow.
Yeah. So, and it's, you know, it's crazy. When you guys get the video and we do videos and at the gala or whatever, I look like her daughter.
Yes, you do.
And it's the craziest thing. Like,
depression doesn't have a face.
No,
and it can happen to the very best of us. And people just need to realize and have better understanding of it, and that's the important thing. And that's our goal, to just bring awareness and have everyone to share their stories, because it's okay not to be okay, but then it's how one manage it that makes the person to take it one day at a time.
Right. So now you want to see what I do next?
Yes. Can you catch that for me? My stage presence.
That's my stage spot. Don't be filming that.
Please capture that. Please capture that.
I'm supposed to do Stairmaster, and I think I always avoid Stairmaster, but since today you're talking to me, I'll do treadmill. So typically what I do afterwards, I usually try to come back upstairs to try to do some anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes of cardio. After I get done working out with him, I try to get back into China's world, because I'm in, like I said, La La Land with him, because it's so many reps, and what I'm trying to learn to do is not focus on the pain. I don't.
Oh my goodness, I kid you not. I mean, I was feeling every movement that you were making down there, and I just can't believe how amazing you are, sister.
Well, like he said, he likes his clients. He likes us to come in, and when we work out, we better know what a neutral grip is. We better know reverse. We better know outside, inside. So that's. And you know, one thing that I can't say is, like, when I'm training, when I train with him, I've had coaches. Don't get it twisted. I've had good coaches. But this coach, Ron is so far ahead, so at a different level of training, that you actually, to train with him, you actually have to be one of the best to train with him.
Yeah, I can tell.
I think
that when he said that in his mindset, when he come in to work with the professionals like yourself, and you are one of his athletes, and he loves the fact that he worked with you, and I can see the relationship that you guys have, that he really just want to push you. But he knows your potential, and I love the fact that you just allow him to just, just lead you to it. And as hard as it may be, I love it that you don't give up.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? There's no giving up, sister.
Yeah.
Come on, can we talk about that?
Right.
I mean, seriously, and you're talking about the pain. I like to call it discomfort, because as a neuromuscular therapist, with that word pain, it doesn't really work, because it does something to the brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that being said, girl, I mean, I'm just blown away with your whole get down today.
Yeah.
And thank you again for having us.
Yeah. And it's crazy, because I always promote, like, I always say this, I always promote failing's not an option. And I always say there's no shame in falling down. The shame is just not getting back up. And I do promote that. So when I'm in the gym and I'm training with him, I don't ever want to give up, because I feel if I give up, I'm giving up on him. I never think about myself first, and it's crazy. That's where I become selfless. I don't think about myself. Everybody always says, think about yourself. Well, this guy trains me, and I want him to get his money's worth. I don't want to come in and half-ass it, and you do a half-ass job, you get half-ass results, you know? But again, there's honestly, like, there's times where I was like, I don't even want to come in here and work out. I don't even want to come in here and train. I don't want to do it. And then I start thinking about, what's he gonna think of me if I do fail? And everybody always says, who cares what people think of you? Who cares? But I do. Like, I care about, if I stop, what will he say about me? Because I already know what I'm gonna say about somebody else who quits on me. I always say he couldn't even handle it. When people quit, when I train people, I don't even take them back. Because I'm thinking to myself, you know what? If you couldn't handle it today, you're not gonna ever be able to handle anything. And my passion is in training. This is what I love to do. I want this. I push myself, and I left literally a $200,000 job a year to make $75,000 to $100,000 a year because this is my passion.
Yeah, well, it's important. Your passion is what it is, you know what I mean? And I'm so excited about what we're going to do with the Monique Woolley Foundation. We having the idea to have a building, and in that building, we're going to have a workout, a gym, and so on and so forth. So by all means, you're going to be part of that part of it too, so that you can help and train, because I think it's all about the body and the mind and all that we do. So it's all a connection.
Right, and that's why I got into this, you know, and then, you know, finding out a few years ago when your daughter passed.
It's been 6 years.
Six years her daughter passed. Suicide, I'm sorry, I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, people don't want to say the word suicide, but that's what she did, you know, and it was a battle that she fought and didn't win. And for that reason, you know, I want to make a difference and help those who didn't know, and to know that they're not alone.
Right.
By sharing their stories, you know, people will understand that, you know what, I can connect to that. You know,
it's all a connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, when I seen that, and I seen that your daughter passed away, I was thinking to myself, like, wow, you know, like, I do suffer from this. And a part of me, like, inside of me was like, I don't want to offend anybody, but I was like, she no longer hurts, you know, and that's all I was thinking. And it's like only somebody who suffers from the depression could understand that. Somebody who has those thoughts of suicide could understand that. And all I thought to myself is like, she couldn't be strong enough. She was tired, and she got tired, and she was just like, I'm done.
Yeah, well, it's for that reason, again, we need to have more awareness, you know what I mean? Because it is an illness. I mean, when someone says, I have cancer, you understand, and people get really sympathetic when they say, I have cancer.
Yeah.
But when someone express that they have depression, you want them to snap out of it. It's something that you cannot snap out of. And people need to have a better understanding so they can watch the words, because words got power. You can't say something to someone who's experiencing depression, because that will also trigger more than, you know, harm than you can do good. So to understand it is to get the various resources to help the family to know how to speak to their children, because we have so many young generations today that want to, you know, expire because they can't deal with life's troubles, you know. So,
well, you know, my struggles are completely different than somebody else's struggles. If people walked in my shoes and seen what I've gone through and what I'm doing, they probably would have expired a long time ago. But my thing is, and I said this the other day, but it was actually something very serious, and you could probably put this in. And this is like so serious. I was having a bad time 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I was at the verge of, like, I counted how many milligrams of pills I could take so I could not wake up. And I ended up getting a phone call from a girl, and I'm not gonna say her name. She was ready to jump off of a balcony, and I got a phone call. And all I said to myself was like, okay, not today. I have to save somebody else. And I saved her, and I speak to her, and I try to speak to her every single day. And I let her know that it's okay the way she's feeling. You know? And I guess what I'm saying is like, I didn't even have time to do this for myself. You know, I was like, today's the day I'm gonna commit suicide. I'm actually gonna die today. This morning, I'm done. I've already said my goodbyes just to get that phone call. And all I keep saying, okay, God, why you keep messing with me? So you see, this is what happens.
You have a purpose.
Yeah.
And that's to save lives. And that's what we're doing, saving lives, one story at a time.
So here I am counting pills. And then I turn around and get a phone call. And I was like, okay, this is gonna have to hold for today. You know, so have I had those thoughts? No, I haven't had those thoughts, but those thoughts do come very often. It does. I don't know, maybe every 5 days, maybe those thoughts come to me. So, but at the same time, every time those thoughts come to me, somebody else is needing me. And it's just like, you know, like, okay, when is everybody gonna stop needing me? You know, which I don't really mind, I don't mind, but
you're important to us, you matter, so.
So everybody else is saving my life without knowing that they're saving my life. That's crazy. That is so crazy, I never thought about it that way. Yeah, so
amazing.
So what else should we do?
That's right.